Seriously, this thing right here, this is an ATV motor. I think it'll probably be the fastest ATV motor y'all ever see. I've never seen no one stroke an ATV motor like this.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Come on home, boy. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself. Stay away from me. A lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Respect. Water on your mouth when I'm not around. It's easy to achieve.
Or I've never seen nobody do anything that this man right here has been doing.
Stuff that I had to do to make it work.
I know, like,
guaranteeing nobody else done it.
No, you had to look.
The bearing I had to have made for the crank.
Yeah.
I had to have it made for this.
Right, and then you had to press it, and you said, whoa, my clearance.
So the new bearing had to have. So the crank journal was different.
I got a crank sitting over here somewhere. Let me get it out so I can kindly show everybody kind of what we're talking about here. I got one sitting right here somewhere. Here it is. I see it now. We'll kindly show them what kind of going on. So we'll have me explain it with these. Oh, got an example here now we can use.
Let's see. This bearing. So on the stroker crank, the outer diameter was smaller. And yes, the outer diameter was smaller. So I had to get bigger outer diameter. Well, my thought was I could just press the bearing off of the old crank, put it on this crank.
Right.
And, well, the inside diameter was bigger. So I put it on here and it's just sitting here flopping around.
Oh, man.
So I found a company that makes bearings. I was able to give them my spec for the outside and the inside diameter.
Nice.
Press it off, press it on. Well, the inside of this bearing has a taper to it because right here at the bottom of the crank, there is a taper.
There is
So you can't see it because the bearing's on there. But see how the bearing sits flush against the crank?
Okay, yeah. I see there's an opening right there a little bit.
So press it on there. Great. Stick it in the engine, turn it, crunch. So I went and I stuck the crank in the lathe in this little lip right there.
Oh, man.
I turned that little lip off of it. And you talk about a feeler gauge closeness between that and the casing.
Ooh.
But it sits in there. Spins.
I mean, it spins freely. I mean, that's all that matters. It spins freely.
I had to.
You can't touch. I mean, you can't touch it. It's all that matters. As long as it spins freely. That's a lot of metal right there. It's yeah, it's balanced, I guess.
And we officially found out that on a ATV engine is a QMJ 157 theoretically.
Dude.
Because
There's a lot of differences in these motors. See the big motor mounts underneath there? And there's a lot of differences between these and those motors. You can see the motor mount is so much different. And this thing's got so much of a shorter case. But when he bored it bored out like butter. I mean, I ain't kidding. Like, it's so easily, like, and it fit, everything fit perfectly. Like, the cylinder fit perfectly.
and all the parts out of it
Yeah.
has been for the QMJ engine.
But-
Everything.
But the belt and stuff might have to be, I mean, that's going to be a little different,
That's
probably.
number 3. That's number 3 that I'm trying to
Is there even anything? This motor did it have anything like saying what it was? I didn't think it did. I didn't think it did.
I bought it from the kid and Lancaster.
That's right. Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, no, Lawrenceburg.
Lawrenceburg. Okay, Lawrenceburg. I wonder what go-kart he took us off of. Because I know the guys at BDX, man. They might be able to actually help us out. I can get hold of BDX. Actually, let me call them here in a minute. I'll call them and see if we can figure out. Hello, future people out there. Y'all are not seeing this right now, but you'll see it then. Ain't that right, Matt?
Eventually.
Eventually you'll see it, but you can't see it right now because it's a secret. Only if you're in the loop, you know. So check this out. Oh man, and look at that right there. Casey's gonna love that. I know that for a fact. But look, it just clears perfectly. Perfect. That's awesome.
Yes.
And I think a 30 will work just fine with that stroker motor. So, because this is not just a big bore, this is a stroker. Big difference between stroker and big bores. I mean, a big bore, they'll get you there faster, but they're going to slow down. You know, I mean, they're usually about the same speed, but they'll get you there faster. A stroker will get you there and then some. it can get for top end. You know, stroker gets you a lot. That crank, it gives you a lot more travel, a lot more, you know, speed on top end. That's what you really want to do whenever you don't just want a big bore bike. If you can stroke it, stroke the crap out of it sometimes. But I'm gonna say stop at a 4 though. Don't go above a 4mm, or you'll be like me over here with this thing and it shakes you to death sometimes, you know. And I wouldn't do it again. I would probably do a different setup. I would go with no more than a 4mm crank on this.
You went 8 on it, didn't you?
8.2. Yeah, if I had to do it over again, I'd do like a 3 maybe. Because a 3 you don't have to use like a spacer. I get that.
2,000 years later.
Making music. What's up, boys and girls, bows who can do? We got our newest cousin over here. It's Matt Gable. It's Isaac's brother. We're working on Isaac's bike right now. But this is also known as cousin
Cooter.
Cooter Duke. That's right. So I cannot wait till you guys get to see these episodes. I'm so looking forward to it. Y'all probably can't see me right now. It's dark in here. Kind of like when you got some bags, you know, it's kind of look like sitting down, you know, like on it, like, well, get it.
This whole thing is going to be precise trimming with that whole front end, precise trimming and massaging to make it.
Oh yeah, like it looks cool when it's like in bag or something. It's drop, you know, like that body drop look, you know. That's what I'm thinking of it as, like a body drop look.
Yes. Here's what's really doing spark.
Check this out. Check this out, everybody. That's pretty neat. I actually like that.
Like that.
That looks clean. That looks clean, no kidding.
Now, if I had my nice fancy flush cut things, it wouldn't be all nasty and burnt up like that.
Still, that looks clean to me. Looks good.
Looks great for spark plug wires.
And that yellow kind of like, I like this, man. This thing's coming together pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really cool. Now check it out. You got the oil cooler right there. This thing's oil cooled. That's really neat. You don't see a lot of go-karts even oil cooled. Like they say not to oil cool them a lot of times because they say it's it can catch on fire. Something can happen. It drain out. Like they say not to do it, but it's pretty cool. It's a really rare. I feel like GY6 motor. I've never really seen one like it. And I feel like it's rare. So I'm gonna get with Duck and BDX tomorrow, and they do go-karts and stuff. And this is probably a kart motor we're thinking. So we'll see what they can get us a belt and stuff. And yeah, Doug, hey Doug, for a second. I need your help right now on this thing. It's a really rare bike now. And if you want BDX to be any part of this, we need y'all. Once we talk y'all into donating some parts. We need a belt really bad for this thing. And if y'all want to be a part of this, you know, become a little bit of a sponsor, we could so use your help right now. Because this build is not, we're actually doing this because, well, somebody got hurt on this bike, got hit by an owl, and it threw them off their bike. So we decided to tell them that their bike was destroyed completely so we can rebuild their dream bike. And he deserves it. You know, he's got a family, you know, we want him safe out there. And this man's brother, he's becoming my brother too, I think. I feel like. Exactly, it's Owlman. It's Owlman Duke. So remember that. Cousin Owlman Duke. Cousin to Bo. And brother, who are we? Cooter. That's right. And David Cletus. David Cooter and Cletus, man. And you got Bo here. I got called Bo or Luke Duke a long time ago, man. He said, who's this country fool over here talking over Bo or Luke Duke? He said, you got the Pepper Jasper J. Pepper Jasper J. I don't know our names, but hey, come on, dog. Hook us up, man, for real. It's going for a good cause, dude. It's going to be one of the biggest bikes down in Tennessee next year, by the way, because it's anticipated. And guess what? Everybody's going to see this. Everybody's going to want to see this. So that's what I'm trying to make y'all understand. Like, this is going to be one of the most looked at bikes next year at Tennessee. You might want to get in on this. That way it can help y'all sales. Look, it's going to pay for itself. Y'all help us out with parts. So for real, it's going to pay itself off. Send a few stickers we'll put on there, you know, like we'll show you guys off. And you know what, we need a few sponsors. You know, we got a couple right now. I'm gonna try to get some stuff through. Not for this bike this time. I want it for this bike this time. You know, and because we're doing a good thing here. And it's gonna be very. You don't even understand how many memes are out there, do they? Like, there's like thousands of memes right now about the owl taking the rider out. You know, that rider just happens to be close to us. You know, really close to you. And so we're building this dream bike, and y'all don't want to get in on this for real. Trust me. Just trust me on this.
To be continued. Yeah, boy.